What's up everyone, this is the Roommate Investor back with another video. Today we're going to talk about how to find the perfect roommate for yourself and some of the things I do to find the perfect roommate for myself. To find the perfect roommate, for one, you're never going to find a perfect person. You're never going to find a person that's never going to ignore you or never do something that you don't like. Part of having roommates and part of being human, we're going to run into this from time to time. We're going to have issues with our roommates from time to time. By following these steps, we're able to mitigate those mistakes and issues and still have a healthy cohabitating household where we can still be happy and make money and enjoy doing it at the same time. One of the main things you want to focus on is your non-negotiables. You don't want to be the type of person, landlord or roommate, to always be nitpicking at every single thing that someone is doing in your house or a roommate is doing in your house. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes that on both sides. And it's really just going to drain you and unmotivate you at the end of the day. Find your 1 to 3 non-negotiables and let those be the things that you stick to. These non-negotiables could really only come from you based on your lifestyle and the way that you live your life and your greatest pet peeves. Remember, we don't want to nitpick. We don't want to have a conversation about every single little thing. What are your pet peeves? How do you live your lifestyle? We're looking for people that fits that rubric, which will always be different depending on the type of person that you are. For me, I enjoy waking up in the morning. I enjoy cooking, and I just enjoy more quiet time throughout the day and throughout the night. So for me, my non-negotiables were 1, always try to keep the kitchen clean / the dishes clean after you cook. Just because I like to cook a lot, nobody wants to have to walk over dirty dishes and clean behind people in the kitchen because they left things around, left dishes around. So that was my main non-negotiable. My other non-negotiable was I enjoy to wake up early, and the only way to wake up early is you have to go to sleep early. So I try to implement quiet hours after 9 o'clock for TVs and phone conversations, loud noises, things like that. Just not only for my sake, but also for the other roommate's sake if you choose to have multiple roommates. My last non-negotiable is really just always having company over, friends, spouses, things like that. I only rent one room for one person. If it's an every now and again thing, that's okay for me. But really a day-to-day, a week-to-week thing, I'm not looking to have extra people on top of the roommates that I already have in the home. And on top of that, these new people have not been screened. They may make someone feel uncomfortable. So to avoid that altogether, we really don't want to have people in and out the house all the time. If someone wants to have someone over, they can always go to their place, meet out, and like I said, come over here sometimes. We want to keep everyone happy. Be sure to express these concerns and non-negotiables early on in the process. First or second conversation with your potential roommate. Remember, people will say anything just to get the space. So you really have to listen to the types of questions that they're asking and the voice in which they're asking, and really use your own discernment to know if they're really going to be right for you. For example, look at the type of job they have. They have a job where they have to work long hours, and depending on the kind of hours that they're working, you know that they're not going to be up late at night. Or if they're constantly saying things like, yeah, I order food a lot, or all I do is work and go home and sleep, or you want to listen for key indicators based on your non-negotiables in order to make an informed decision. Of course, you can always call former roommates, former landlords, and things like that. Oftentimes people will lie for their friends, and people would kind of, just say yes in order to just for the person to get the room. So really, I like to meet the people one-on-one, have FaceTime conversation, have in-person conversation to really get a grasp for who I'm talking to and who I'm dealing with. By implementing these little things, you're going to find the right roommate for you to avoid all the roommate drama and to avoid having to be uncomfortable in your own home.